We have elk poop in the yard. There's a herd of 20 elk.
Yeah, I've seen them go by in the past before.
I had one. You got it? Yeah, that is elk poop.
Does that look like elk?
Yep.
And I think some cow took a dump in the other side of the house.
That does look like cow poop.
Yeah.
Or elk poop.
Yeah.
Huh. Wonder when he was here. Did you see him grazing in here in the...
The elk?
Yeah.
No, did you?
No, Joan and Bob told me. Rudy told me the elk used to come, and he said bear come up here too.
Who?
Bear.
Well, I always heard somebody saw a bear down there on Amsiger.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know about Rudy.
Can you smell that pot farm?
Not now.
Oh man, it stinks. It makes me wheeze. I love Oregon. I don't care that it rains a lot. And it rains a lot. MS and other crazy autoimmune diseases are more prevalent here in the Pacific Northwest. They thought it was the black mold, but then they discovered it was the lack of sunlight causing vitamin D deficiency, and that's what's causing people to have MS. Do you want a Christmas tree? Let me know which one you want and I'll cut it down and send it to you. For a few dollars, of course. I'll steal it in the middle of the night. Oh my God, no, they're cops. Anyway, they got llamas, goats, and a donkey. And horses and cows. They're nice people. Anyway, 20 acres. Wow. I wish we had 10 acres. That would be nice. Belly acres. They'll eat that. Hold on. Yikes. I don't have my gun with me. Jeez, what am I doing? Ah, Cheryl, this is stupid. Oh, we got cougar around here. Shouldn't have come. Now I'm scared. This is worse than snorkeling in the Florida Keys with hammerhead sharks. Anyway, hope the goats and the llama and all the donkeys will eat that in the morning. And I hope I don't get eaten on the way home, because the coyote goes right past here. And I know that elk. The elk are called ghosts of the forest. And we have a herd of 20 is what the Fish and Game people told us a couple years ago. There was 20 that lives in the area here. So look at that mountain range. That's Goat Peak. Larry has his ham radio. That's 12 miles away. Yike. If I get eaten by a cougar, this will be recorded on YouTube. It will go viral. Better make sure I got it set to record. What are they going to do? They expect us to not have guns? I can't go to my frickin' garden without a gun. That's where the cougar was lurking. It's right there at my garden. And then I had an elk jump the fence one time. It ran past me. Somebody had shot at it at 11 o'clock at night. Crazy guy that was just out of prison. Bunch of meth heads. Anyway. I'll go back and identify that. There's over 1,000 acres around here. And they've been hearing the cougar screaming. We've already eliminated 2 of them. There's overabundance of cougar here and other predators because of the fire in Multnomah, Columbia Gorge, which is what, 20 miles that way is Columbia River. And the fire destroyed all their habitat and pushed them south into our area. And that's why we have an overabundance of the cougar. It's funny. Every night at 2 o'clock in the morning, the security light comes on. And then we see 3 little bandits climb the fence, go over the fence, go to my bird feeder, eat everything in the bird feeder every night. Well, it's stupid. You want to hear a crazy joke? There was this mad scientist. He was a moron, and he wanted to do an experiment. And he said he's going to experiment, see how far a frog jumps. And he puts him on the table, and he said, "Frog jumps." So put him on the table, and frog jumped 4 feet after he said, "Frog jump." So he made a notation, frog jump 4 feet with 4 legs. So he chopped off another 1 leg. Ooh, what was that? And he commanded the frog to jump. Frog jump. Frog jumped 3 feet. So he says, frog jump 3 feet with 3 legs. So then he chopped off another leg. Now the frog was missing 2 of his back legs. And he goes, he's the moron scientist, and he's all doing very important research. So he yelled at the frog, "Frog jump! Frog jump!" Finally the frog jumped 2 feet. So he wrote in his research paper, frog jump 2 feet with 2 legs. I hate frogs because they eat the fish. And they eat birdies. I watched him eat a birdie. Anyway, so he chopped off another leg of the frog. The frog just had 1 leg. So the mad scientist yells, "Frog, jump!" And the frog jumped after about 10 commands, just yelling at him, yelling, "Frog, jump! Frog, jump!" Finally, the frog jumped, but only jumped 1 foot. So the mad scientist wrote down in his paper, frog jumped 1 foot with 1 leg. So he cut off the last leg, put him on the table, and this is the end of his experiment, just about. He's got 1 more command. So here he cut off all the frog's legs, and he yelled, "Frog, jump!" Frog didn't jump. He yelled again, "Frog, jump!" Frog didn't jump. That mad scientist, moron scientist, was just yelling for a good 10 minutes. He was so upset. And he wrote in his research paper, when I got to the end of my experiment, I had 1 command left, but the frog lost his hearing. Okay, here's another joke. Frog joke. this frog wanted to take his girlfriend out on a date, but he was pretty poor, and he needed to spruce up his little pad, his lily pad. And so he had an estimate on how much it was going to cost him to spruce up his lily pad. And the heron promised to help, and he says, it's going to be $10. So Frog says, I don't have $10. What can I do? So he thought, I'll go to the bank. I know the bank teller. Her name is Patty. Let's see, what was her name? Patty. Oh, yeah, Patty Black. So the frog went to the bank and asked for the teller, Patty Black. And he says, hi, Patty, how are you? And they made small talk and ribbit, you know, rub it, and ribbit, back and forth with Patty. And he says, you know, Patty, I need $10. She says, yeah, Mr. Frog, I'm sorry, but you need collateral. Well, can you ask the bank manager if he'll loan me? So she went to the bank manager and she says, Mr. Frog wants a loan, but he doesn't have any collateral. Can I give him some money? The bank manager said, no, we've just had too much people not paying their bills, so he has got to have a collateral. So the Patty went to tell the frog, and she says, I'm sorry, you just need collateral. You know, go back home and see if you have something for collateral. So the frog hopped on back to his pad, and then he remembered he had been given some knickknacks. So he grabbed one of his knickknacks, a little statue, and he said, I think this statue will work. So he went back to the bank and he said, is Patty here? Oh, hi, Patty. Well, I brought this little statue. Will this work as collateral? She says, I don't know. I'll have to ask the bank manager what he thinks. So she took the little statue and she showed it to the bank manager, and she says, this is what he has, is a little statue for his collateral. The bank manager looked at it. He says, huh, it's a knick-knack, Patty Black. Give the frog a loan. I think he likes that. Oh, he's laughing. Frog is laughing. Is that funny? This is a cherry tree. It needs to come down. That's for the feral cat, Liberace. Isn't this beautiful? It's a knick-knack, Patty Black. Give the frog a loan. Which one do you like better? The Frog Lost Hearing by the Moron Scientist? Or the Knick-Knack, Patty Black? Anyway, you have a blessed evening, day, whatever. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bye-bye.